Hi everyone, CraftyLori here, and I wanted to show you a before of my craft room because today is the day that I start actually organizing this craft room. When I bought this house, 3 years ago, one of the reasons I picked this house was because of the basement. It's partially finished, and this is where I was going to put all my sewing stuff. And I did put my sewing stuff here, but I never really got it organized. I just kind of shoved stuff where I thought it would go. And I spend hours looking for items that I need for sewing, and it makes sewing just not enjoyable anymore. So today is the day that I start organizing it, and I'm going through every bin, every cupboard. There's some cupboards there, and every tote, and I am going to organize this and micro-organize it so I'm able to find everything. And I'm going to start just in this section right here. And I still have, I don't have a light back there, but there's still, that's more of my paper crafting and stuff. But there's kind of the lay of the land. And yes, this basement has its own kitchen. These cupboards up here, they're all full of stuff. So it's time to purge, it's time to organize, and it's time to make the sewing room the way I've always wanted it. And there is another room off of the main room. And that's where I keep more items, mostly flannel and fleece and my yarn. These are my babies. But yeah, I really want to get this done. And that's where all my cotton fabric is, and I have it sorted by color, and it's wrapped around boards, comic book boards. But this is it. And today is the day that I start on it. I will not get it all finished today. I know that. And now I'm moving on to this side of the basement. And this is, I call this my paper crafting side and my painting side. This is where I have paper crafts and paint. And before I started recording, I had already emptied the shelf up here in these two cubbies. And those items are right here, so just use your imagination. I forgot I was going to record everything. But this is this side, and this is a quilting table. So we'll see how far I get on this today. And I'm going through everything, every box, every, cubby, every container. Okay, I'm pretty much done organizing my sewing room and my craft room. I still have a little micro organizing to do, but it is so much better and I'm already enjoying it more. These just came yesterday. That's my quilt batting. I have to find a home for that. I got 6 packages of quilt batting. There's all my machines. I'm using this one right now. I'm working on a quilt, so. And all my fabric. I got all the fabric that was up there. I got that all put away. It's mostly by color. But you get the idea. And it's wrapped around comic book boards. That's the way I like to store my fabric. And I had some of these from Dollar Tree, so I use those to organize stuff. And I do have my label maker here. I need to label stuff so I know where it is. But I got the counter all cleaned off, except for like a toaster and a coffee maker. And I did go through these cupboards. They are still full, but I purged so much stuff, you guys, so much stuff. And that's the wall hanging I'm working on. It'll be a quilted wall hanging. It's pretty long. And this, I'm calling this my cutting area and my ironing area. And I'm making a custom ironing board. I just have to, that's what I needed some of the batting for, but for now it's good. And I have my go cutter and the dies, and that's my scan and cut. I have it down there. I still have to get this corner situated. Those are some molds for resin making, so I want to put them all in one box. So, but I'm just kind of petered out. And then I'm going to do some micro-organizing of these items, and not multiple things like, you know, paint here, paint there. I want it all in one area. And I have lots of like for junk journals or pocket letters. I got to organize that stuff. And these are some bins that I have for organizing. And there's my paper. And you guys, I had exposed rafters up here, and it was dropping dirt down on everything. And I really can't put any drywall up there because, for one, I can't lift it. And yes, I know there are drywall jacks, but so what I did is I took some fabric and I stapled it up there. And this is just some junk fabric I had. It's poly fabric. And then I got some babies over here. This is my reborn doll collection. And there's some cloth dolls. And then over here I added some lights, some shop lights. And yes, I did the same with the fabric for the exposed beams. And this is my quilting table. And I was getting ready to quilt this today, and I put my sewing machine, the Juki that goes up there, but I realized my embroidery foot was broke. So I ordered a new foot, so I can't really do anything till I get that. And the sewing machine sits up here, and then you can move it along when you sew. Yeah, that's my window quilt. There's some knicky knacks. And then in this room over here, see, this is what the ceiling looked like over here. But I haven't done this whole ceiling yet. I'll get to it someday. But I have my yarn in these boxes, and I got them pretty much labeled. There's a few I have to label. And then I have, this is like my minky fabric. And this is fleece, and there's some ribbon. This is some of my kid art, and I got some ribbons down here. And this is all my flannel, and this is my cluster stuffing for the dog beds. And then I call this junk fabric. This is fabric I don't use very often, and it's kind of specialty fabric, so I just leave it there. And there's some remnants and pieces and parts. And I got, yes, that's real fur, but that's probably older than me. And then this is, I gotta get a light bulb for there, but this is my paper crafting area. And I gotta get back into that too. I've just been so busy trying to get everything finished. Let me turn on the light here. I mean, I think I did pretty good getting everything organized. This is pretty much my stamps. And I really went through my stamps and only kept what I wanted. A lot of stamps I did get rid of. And same with my ink, my ink pads. And there's my markers. Rolling cart. Oh, and then I found a great rack for my paper. This is a metal rack, and these fit in there great. This rack was actually, I got it out of a dumpster. They were cleaning out an old bar, and it used to hold bottles of booze for resale. Like I said, I still got a little bit of organizing to do, but you know, it's better than what it was, and I have to find homes for this stuff. I think I want to, here, this space is pretty much useless. I don't, you know, I bought this house the way it was. I'm going to put pegboard up there. so some of the stuff can get hung up. And I'm not going to keep this round table or this plastic table here, but for right now, you know, it's good enough for what I need it for. But yeah, so it's looking good. And yes, that stove does work, but it is not plugged in. I don't have it plugged in because I don't want to accidentally start a fire or anything like that. So it is unplugged from the wall. Yeah, so this took a lot of time. And then eventually I'll get these sewing machines displayed. Like this one is my, this is my treadle one. And I like it because it's got peacocks on it. That's in that case. And this one is a Singer 201. But yeah, so some of my quilts. I like making wall hangings. I don't know why. And then this basket are quilt tops that I need to quilt. So I will eventually get there. But now that I have the quilting table, I'm hoping that'll help me out a lot. I had to watch a bunch of videos on how to load it. I don't quite got it right, but it's a learning curve. I will definitely learn, but hey, I got that far. But yeah, so this is my crafting and my sewing. But I'm happy with it. I'm glad I got most of it done. I feel much better, and now I will be able to make my art because I'll be able to find stuff. So it was just so overwhelming. So it makes me happy that I did this. And please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. It helps others find my videos. And please leave a comment or a thumbs up or even a thumbs down if you want. It doesn't matter to me. So thanks for watching. Bye.